a certain sir, and it didn't have the copywritten shit in it, and I had to keep spitting. Yeah, 59 is how I'm doing it. Yeah, it's grind is so fine and supplying, and then how I'm supplying too. And I come through right on time like a shit, but you can't find where it's popping up in this bitch though. And that's okay though, because I'm still your lit host. Host is lit. What's it lit, man? I'm into some more shit that I'm not even at liberty to discuss. At liberty to just bust though. Yeah, let me just combust though. Yeah, bars at noon 59. I done built this build several times though. Yeah, still sublime, still fine, still doing it good, never bad. Figures out like Brad talking about rad shit. Yeah, it's rad, man. Came through with the pad. Wasn't inviting no gal to the pad, and she was on the rag, man. I was mad, but you know I had to, you know what I'm saying, I had to meditate on that and really see what it was doing, seeing what was coming through it, through and coming, through it, and busting Kuman into something like a stew or something. Came through, and it was like 2 days or something with a stew, and it was like so crazy how the shit was so delicious over rice. Oh baby, had to pop it in. They had bars at noon 5. I was so damn late, I didn't even want to get it in. Ooh-wee. But what is that though? In fact though, that's the LIX. They hit the licks. Oh yes, in the Roman numeral. They don't even understand how I do it though. It's 59 one time. LIX rhyme. Yeah, came with the licky, came through witty, and came through now. Not the spider itty bitty bullshit. Do it in big shit, doing this shit. You ain't never had to build like this, bitch, and it's so consistent. Yeah, and it's even gonna drop on the YouTube, and it's slopping on slew-hoos, and it came with crying, and it was boo-hooing, who booing. Booing what? Booing thud, and I came through and it had to do it moving on the moving section, moving subject. Subject was moved, and it was moving to me. And it had substance, a substance to it. It was substantive, substantive, trying to get into something that gripped you. It was abrasive, abrasion, invasion. It ain't kind of caught a little something, but it ain't what it costs no more. It's inflation. It's inflated. It's the game, and they done built it up and built it. And I'm trying to come through and bilk it and skilled it. And came through it. They said he was skilled, man, but he was like a journeyman, a permanent, you know what I'm saying? Had a permanent, had to get it napped up and wrapped up. They tried to tap the kink, and it was like, nah, man, you got to wash your shit off in the sink and then dip. Came with it, slip, and they could have slipped around and tripped on they self and on they motherfucking backwards words. And I didn't peep it, and I didn't just sit back and say, acting like I ain't heard, acting like they ain't third. Man, shouts out, man, we had to build a room and let motherfuckers in there. Yes, sir. And yes, ma'am, came through and hit the stairs. She was acting like she had yams that you could see, but what you saw, it was like, and I see what is going on there, here, dog. It's the illusions came through the enthusiasts, it was gripping your skull and your temples, needed a massage with the temples to cause contusions, and it was like a external projection or remote viewing remotes. Do it though, man, who got the most control of the throat? And I came through and folks was acting rather practically, you know what I'm saying, is they in the union or something? And yeah, man, I hope you're in the union getting credits for all that acting. They even hope you get an Oscar or something, you know what I'm saying, getting your bumping. But now when the cold outside, who is your thuggin'? Who is your brother? You know what I'm saying? These inclement skies and this shit with the plan, I held on myself though. And understand the can of the shelf, I put myself on the shelf and then picked another shelf off the shelf and then opened myself up like a book and posted up on something. Then I had to switch it around and do some jukes and do some moves, do some dudes. And then the move come back and then the old move come back and you're like, wow, that's facts. I'm like, that move's dad. How I sent it off into the world. Let it spin around that world. Let the world spin around. Get the tail spin, man. Get the little frail. Yeah, how they fell for the bullshit. L for the bullshit. Throw an elbow in the L. Can never catch an L if it's a W involved. The double dissolved, man. Can't try to cook through it, act like you wasn't absolved. Well, I was. So what the whole thing was caught it up, then caught it down. Yeah, I had to call it around, even call it through, call it through, and calling me. I mean, he's texting back and forth. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna call you right through the line, and right every time. And well, even if I'm never right, I'll be correct. Can't do this shit, and then I spit these bars at noon off the neck and off the side of my chest. Though that's the heart side, apartheid. You know what I'm saying? They split it up in this new apartheids and bullshits, and then what do you want me to speak up on it and pray for? They already know where I'm going with the free throw. Throws is free. Raw the thing, man. They trying to get these bars at noon off. It was an awful thing, and it was an awful disconnection type of distorted line. How they tried to keep playing me up one time. I think it's shit is divine. You know, now it's bars at noonish. Why would they do this, man? They coming through cartoonish carts, to the farts. It was too lethargic. Had to move around and switch the posture up on darts. Dashed it up. gashed it up, sapped it up, man. Had to grab the beat, choked it up, stabbed it up, slapped it up, took the money from it, and I had to make a dummy of it, man. I paid. You know what I'm saying? Got a little sound exchange the sound, kind of get the sound, man. Can I get a motherfucker, get down and get around? I'm smiling now. I don't even really want to talk about it, off about it. And I'm getting some shit from 2002 when I was there. I don't even want to talk about it. Don't even want to speak upon it because it's beautiful geeking on it. All I can do is take my shirt off online because I can do that now. And so I'm playing that time because I'm doing other things that I can't even speak on. So here, let me throw that shit for the little internet streets to eat on. Yeah, there you go. You can have that, fat that. Came through, grab him. He don't even stand and fathom why he would even do it for 2 likes. Man, it ain't about the likes. I know the algorithms in there tight, and you know what I'm saying. I know it's the subtractions of the algorithms, and they want to get them engagements and fit them and get the praises. It came to stage, and it came to the different types of places in them stages, but it was looking different. It was for intensive purposes, and it's also serving greater purposes. And now I'm hurting shit like a dolphin or some shit in the water, but the dolphins' purposes is different. But you know, they all go to the slaughter and still get put in that tuna can. Do it, man. I'm the only motherfucker that's saying I know that I can do it, man, and I'll be doing it, damn, and then others do it. And I used to get mad at that shit, but now I see through it. I see what it is, and I see, nigga, it's an imprint. It's his fingerprint, you know what I'm saying? Digital shit. Do his shit again and shit. Watch a new thing, you know what I'm saying? By the catalog this thing, I done got through with that thing. And then it came back around for me on. But it was other shit, man. Got the other shit. And then got it in and got it out. It's like the end. What it was talking about got having discrepancies with the audio. I don't even know what started though. Running around, spitting around, out of breath. It's like some cardio, hard though. They had a meal. This shit was hardy though. I hope that shit didn't even switch up and mix up again. That'd be some bullshit, man. That would be some ultimate bullshit. I'ma still post it just like this here, cause I just spit it out closely and clapper and let that shit build like a lather or like a soap in the party, a soap in the body, man. I hope it's not getting all fucked up and avoided and dotted and dotted. Yeah, they voted for Biden voted, and they voted for Trump and Trump, and they was acting like they was voting for nothing, and it really wasn't what you want. And they even voted for and they was voting for some motherfucker way down on the display of the line. It was like, man, what is going on? And you going on time this telling people business is deep in person. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to let their position know it's certain, but you moving again, another plans, another friends, another dance, and you had to get a whole round, another dance, and another round. You had to spray your face off with the water, get this cut filled up. You had to solder and iron, built the wire. We been riding, who the riding, who's devising the scheme, riding the things, man, came through and we was plotting on some things, just looking out the window, skating, been the lake, man. It's really nothing to slide down in the rental, because they was all renting shit, man. We didn't make the materials of how wait till you understand that river. No, it's still bars at noon. I'm still gassing, going on, stopping for Nathan, nothing, baiting, busting, basing. Yeah, man, came through, had to bust it in like a subject of school experiments, school development come through. It was too clear, couldn't deteriorate. It was no deteriorated motion. Yeah, though, I came through with no potions and no elixirs, no bitches, had to kick it, oh yes sir. The only motherfucker that beat Superman was Magic Mr. Plixer. Whatever, how you ever say it. Oh yeah, and Lex Luthor was a hater player. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you rise, but he was like, yo, but he was on some other shit, guys. He came through with the weakness, beat this, but Mixelplick, the one who would distort the reality around this weak shit. The weak shit was all an illusion anyways, you know what I'm saying? Big muscles on the top with little legs, you know, tip over and top down, step over and stop slam, man. I catch your ass on leg day, that's when I'm coming around. Or even chest day, best day, because they got less chest that day when it's worked out, it's hurting, you know what I'm saying? It's sore and tooth, and let it tather and pattern, keep the pattern on you, let it no bruising, no contusion. You had no abrasions in the blazing, gotta get up out they face, and then I switch it up like a facial facer, a face and facials, face to facials, gain it through like a Jeff Bezos, but not trying to accumulate billions, had to give up $500 million, give it back $1 billion, but seeds came with the beat, beams, hitting freedom, getting freezing with the free flow. It's not a free flow, but more like a free throw. Once I unbraided, came through with the stated, couldn't get a leg, shave it. But yo, we ain't talking about legs, bitch. We talking about data, getting a little laser, sending shit out for data sender, data friender, K defender, couldn't wait to befriend them, bend them, Had to play it like apprentice. I painted apprentice. It came to printers. It came to ditches. They couldn't print it in the paper, simulators. And they wanted to switch up and get the whole stipulations. Stated. They tried to play me like it was scripted. It was scripture. It was scripted. Came through and had to sip it like some shit legit and do a shit. It was legit, the beat it like a hammer. I came through with the vandals and it was in samples. Now they tried to hate on MC Hammer, but what rapper you know that had James Brown in the show? Wow though, came through crowd though, then the clown though. Now they talking about hammers all day though, in a different type of way though. But how do you know it wasn't the same? Because if you peep representation, man, you couldn't even really say. But then again, you know what I'm saying? Then again, I'm moving on, move the root along. Yeah, man, to get the top of your mouth, yeah, like the mouth. Your roof is gone is the roof, and all it out. You know what I'm saying? It's the house, man, where they can listen to message out. They send it out. It's a telegram. You can stand in there and tell a friend or tell something, make some action, make it back. I keep seeing these robots walking back and forth and back and practice. The Postmates is ready to replace you. They like, look, man, whether Prop 2 pass or not, we gonna play this souffle to you, came through you, through you, man, came through you, can't even boo-hoo about it, boo you, about it through this, get it soothing, moving, soothing, I rate the rate is roofing, the rate is looping, you think you're winning, you think you're losing, there ain't no telling, no regretting, because the ref is posted up and the ref is even the robot, except when they don't not, and they didn't even see it though, that shit didn't compute though, it's funny how the game is really played, that's why I put that shit on mute. Turn my television off, put my visions on, bopping it off, can't bop, spin it wrong, spin it around and get it off, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to think about it like thought, it had a thought, had a pattern, and thought, pattern, and it acting like it didn't matter, but it mattered not. Now, granted, the same thing. Came through with his chatter, and his chain chitter, caused datas calls him, battle called him, man, had to bat him down and battle him off, and battle ram and battle llama, he came with the problem, I'm trying to get up on an all team, or like an alarm, this game with Rama, he came with his dominant, and just switched up my problem, this was like a shark or a piranha, get it for fun, man, he detected with the water, detected with thought, he selected with the thought, incested with it, no, not incested, but like infested. Oh man, but you know what I'm saying? It's got some funny type of shit right there. Shit on the same subject, maybe. Maybe it's invested and incested. And your dad is, excuse me for suggesting, executive thug, came through with some executive hug. You got an executive thug like Shug, love a thug. Had to bless it. And came through, was not aggressive, not fight you, I'll defend me, not the renty, I came through up in the renty, I peppered renty, I had to bump it and he was trying to place a term to the but it was like anything. Something, ooh-wee. I had to bash myself, besides myself, wildly came through like an island. I'm an island like Maui even proudly. Yeah, I'm walking around it proudly. You could even put a city here. Yeah, get it there. Then it came through. Did you get it? Was it crystal clear crystals? Or fear fistal? I came to custom fistal. A fistal cup of candy handcuffs the fisticuffs. The rusted really ran it and they handed to me and I handed off them and I switched them around from the back to the front and down because he's not gonna be fronting on me now. It's like I can't move around hot and freely, and then same thing like I said with the version of the dinky, can't read the plainty, trying to really deplete it, kind of think it, and it had to walk the plank, but it was more like putting your face upside down in the sink. But to dive into that from up miles back, man, you're gonna go splash, gonna blast on her. Came through with a fast run, fast come up. It was a come up fast, and it couldn't come up for a few days until I detoxed all that, and then I eat again with the coming up. Had to bubble up, either like the suds when it doubled up in the tub, it rubbed up, and you even doubled over and doubled through and doubled down, double wobble. A double came through with a double up, or some type of double diploma, double the donor. The other had to get it loner getter, but I didn't want to keep that shit there. Shit depreciates deep state, and I appreciate the hate, and then it sees the way the time they get some dick. I see she ate, see some bait. Yo, yeah, at least today when she running the mouth there, she leave me sedated, dated Cecil, and baited either. He too, and then give him the fuck, but not in that cram, you know what I'm saying, through. But motherfuckers be talking exhaust ad nauseum and exhaustion, frothing, and then came through frosted like a damn latte. Had to came with prop things, you know what I'm saying, praying with a proper faith, proper faith. Yeah, man, take it close to the dreams, walking straight, and then walking straight. Nah, don't crooked line, crooked define, because if you walk upon the line, tightrope, white folk when they try to play you like them white folks don't do. Well, you can be on that side where you can be like, hey man, I tried to come up and came up trying to run out, and then I did what I had to do what I had to do, that what I had to do, set themselves up for that shit themselves up. Something shifted, something sifted, came through with the subject printed. It was not subtracted, not subtracted, tracted, sub, back it up. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth and back it up, back and forth, moving around, let it deplete, never deplete this, let me get it in some precious, and it's a precious piece of the day came through with a feature, he just sedated, dated seizure, had a little seizure, had a little shit up in my speakers, man, it was gifted, came through with the shit. Danny Sparks got me lifted a couple weeks ago. Wang busted with the flow buster, and he was even different. And the subject, how I switched it with the end, I was punched it in, yes sir, and punched it out to the left, to the right, punched around, punched through. Yeah, had to pronounce something real quick for you. Pronounce the subjects, the brush that's that came through and brushed off. You ain't really brushed yet, you brush shit like your teeth, like a beast. Came through and they like the geese, they like to form in the V and flock. Briefs the rock came through, but they briefs the box and they came through. Yeah, it was in my briefs, but it was boxes decent, and I got a lot, and then we need some losses. And you know, I'm saying, but I got from a grocery store. No, definitely, yes, it's optimal. I'm not gonna be paying this nigga when I can bring that same shit to the house, bro. And at least I peeped the whole situation where it went and got to me, and how it got to me. Yes, especially something like that where these niggas acting like that shit be fresh, but it's not. But who knows, you know what I'm saying, how they handle shit though, you know what I mean? You're right, he came through and then spit upon some finer things, and things was finer. Things that I had to refine things was refined though. Rhyme though, had to run through it like a rhinestone. Rhyme though, like a rhino. I used to be wearing a lot of echo and breath though, and now the complex is complex and I had to let go. It's funny though, it run it though, and they was running it, and they running it, and they grunted it, it was like a grungy shit, and it was grungy to the bitch, and they running it to sit, and they run it into sift in the earth, this scorched, the earth with the thought that came through with the turpin and the serpent and the tortoise, the burden, and they was really more alert than the motherfucking brothers came through when they loved the substance, and they loved their subject, and they loved their substance, and they were brothers, and they came through acting like they wasn't brothers wasn't, they were brothers, came through buzzing, cousin, resin, yeah, they acting like it was a rupture, and it was a rupture of they would have thought to change a scripture to a scripture, and it's pissed off, no better than pissed on, pissed around, pissed through, even took a shit on fools. I had the gas and laughing and the strapping and posted it, it was getting overclimbing, inclining, and standard stats. Yeah, though, and pulling strings like Geppetto. Yeah, though, you know, I'm running to the pedals, and like a bicycle, a bike to throw, and coming through in types of day and night to throw, the night to throw, and I came through with a nice little throw. I threw it nice and threw the dice, man. I had to throw it around and move the dice around, down, round, moving dice. Yeah, man, I'm spitting for an extended period of time. It's rather nice is rather, and I started at noon, even though it's 12:22. That's how I'm doing. And you know what I'm saying, it was still technical difficulties, and I rapped through them all. By the time you got to the track, you was already too involved. That's how I did it on number 9, bars at noon, hitting the licks one time with mine. Then even how I came through and got paid off my mind and intellectual property, and this pay, and now it's more than property. Now it's passive income, passive income, trying to get into something and then something again. A subject can be subject to the trend, and had to catch me getting around, couldn't find me. I was in the wind was you know what I'm saying? I had to switch up with the elements one time, bro, and they had got into the earth too, because I was grounded, adopted, and they covered their mouth because they was so damn astounded, and some was left the gate, left was at fate, like the open left gates left open, waiting at the rate that it came through off the different rates, and they couldn't even wait to appraise a motherfucker, but you couldn't appraise it because the values changed, and it's a snapshot, and it's like a crap shot, you know, crap out, they're taking back shots, had to laugh and gas, needed staff upon the broth, and came with the hoff and broth and hoff, and thought, but not talking about Sam's Knob, then Grand Soap, and the broth. Ain't no strip clubs out here. It's just gentlemen clubs, or like burlesque house here. It's like, I see what she doing. She doing burlesque now, dear. Yeah, basically, I want to write an endowment so gracefully. Shit, I write off on taxes as a donation to the arts or something. Because how they playing, it's not like how it's really played. The stripper clubs and stripper clubs. I'm doing man, but it's okay though. It's still blessings though. It's still art forms and part thorn. Not to break your little heart scorn and leave it scorn and preach it. scorched the earth, the courts of preachers, man, more couldn't afford no preachers. Running around moving like a lizard when a tortoise was needed. A needed was a tortoise because the tortoise beat the hare, man. How do you even, people not even trip on that tail? And it don't happen all the time. Motherfuckers be moving so slow. Rope though, came through with smoke. Rope though, a rope was smoking. It was like a little rope though, with a boat to rope. And couldn't wait, had no boat to row. And it was just upstream, but the things changing the subjects and things was changing. Thinking. What was that even? Bars at Noon 59, 50 Nina 50 LIX. Yes, it's like an elixir press. And it was so impressed how damn it was fresh, and it was damn how I spit off this shit like it was a flow of water. Then I built a fucking dam and I had to stop flowing because I stopped knowing what the fuck I was gonna say. Oh yeah, bars at Noon 59. I've been your host, Anyi Malik one time, and that's really all I do is spit the rhymes. I usually spit them too soon, but now I'm too late, too great, too fake, man. I had to wait, man. Let it yell like a souffle cake. It caved in. I ain't even really weak with the shit that I'm saying. I'm just, you know what I'm saying what could happen, could be possible, even possible. You know what I'm saying? Had to eat off the flow. The flow was eating, and flowing to and fro and thinking. Change the subject like a leaking. Let it turn over like a leaf. Let it turn brother. And they were so astounded, and they was stunted, and getting into something, nothing. Had to bubble up, they didn't even bubble up to nothing, and even stumbled up and collected and let it gather, built it up and ratted, came through, it was emphatic, came up, rained up. Counted in a range of it from different ranges, rained it, and it was outrageous, and ranges. You know, how could you even try to arrange this? Arrange a the theta, came through with the pleaters, couldn't even deplete us. Got the reethers, yeah, the Rita Ghana, a Vita Sama. I couldn't even wait to even be posted up. The type of results, it's the opposite of them types of things. Yo, you came through, you know what I'm saying? That's the other flex. I couldn't even tell you other shit to flex, so I had to flex my chest. Shit, getting impressed. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different type of chest. You know what I'm saying? It's even a treasure chest. I couldn't flex the treasure chest. I came through back to the test. Couldn't even wait the shit to let up. Couldn't even wait the shit to get up. So I had to switch the subject, change the subject. Uptake that, upset. Can't do it, erupt that. Not even just erupt that. Can't do it, clutch that. Can't had to clutch that. Came to rank that. Couldn't even arrange him, sustain him. We couldn't save him, couldn't save yourself. No, there was no cape in the cape would help. Besides, flying around the cape is not gonna help. Yeah though, a prayer though. Again, saying you gotta in on a deep type of prayer though. And they tried to well on, leave it on the frail bone, leave the shit off the mind, and it was never not frail strong. Not a fail strong, or a fail safe for the fail breaks, and they couldn't even wait with them frail male hatings. Motherfucker, or even them little slim trammy trims, them trying to get scammy on them. Scammy on what? Scammy on blood. Came through. Well, I don't even know what the fucking subject you into. And bullshit. Like you ran it off. Again, it off. It came through. I'm gonna shake it on like a can of aerosol and hand it off. And yeah, let it blow up. Yeah, run your hand off. Ran off like them cartoons where the dog tried to catch the smaller dog, and then they ran off and like, here's your delivery package, and it blew up in your face, and you should have never been after it. And yo, it's a trip. I post up in lounge and shit and bullshit, bull. Did the kid through, got it like the matador. Came in at you though, and they was knocking at you though. Knocking at your dome is knocking at you. Posted in the home and coming at you with the homie. Is it sewn up? It was blown on up like some nitrous oxide or some shit that couldn't even stay and reside in type pressure places pressure that get rate to death, couldn't wait to come up for his destiny, destined for something precious, something special, something precious. Yo, came through it, he couldn't even bless it. He couldn't even catch the blessing couldn't catch it. But it was in it and around it, ran it, and it wrapped him like a burrito, or rest in the look. It came through and it tripped over my tongue when I tried to suggest it and tried to even articulate it, laid it ticket. And that's the problem when I be running to it. I just be drafting it and say, nah, I'm just gonna not put this shit out, man. You can't even do it. And they like, man, do that shit. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna do something different. This is what I'm gonna do so I can set the stage for that big move. Move big, came through and it is souffle. Then you had the flute flick. And yeah, you can't have a Hail Mary unless it's like a Hail Mary situation. It's not that scary. You know what I'm saying? This is the trick out the playbook. Faith took when it came through with the faith. It took had the faith up, put the stage up, aged up, kind of stumped here trying to really get into something. Yeah, I had to crumple. Yeah, man, you had a piece of paper crumple. Threw it in the waste basket. Wait that, man, they couldn't wait to run after it and hate, leave it in a hate casket. Let it be killed, let it be still, let me be still let me be, still reputate and represent and reparate. And yo, they're trying to really reparate? That's what they saying. That's what they damn. I think they playing. I think it's games and schemes to them. Game is treating them. The game is treating them really equally, you know what I'm saying? But that's what they do when you got distortion running and motherfuckers is gobbling it up like it's gonna do something form something, trying to change the whole little form of subject and form a little function was foreign, but it is foreign. You get it with the Lawrence stored in the bitch was scorned, so she was hating, blew it up in their motherfucking faces blew it up. But you know that's what it's gonna do. That's par for the course, bruh. Par for the course, son. The course one is trying to have a course of meal, a course of one. You know what I'm saying, for the one, but it still had to work. How am I even holding my wrist like this? Because I had to stretch like this. You know what I'm saying? It's rest day, let the rest hate. You know what I'm saying? But what they chest say Nathan saying, Brandon, trying to break up on it, trying to make him walk the plank, and plank was walking, made myself a plank and planking off and break the thought. And then was hating was awful, and it was offering, and then it was came through like a little bell supposed to burnt offerings burnt, offering, burnt, yeah, right there, and the subject stirred, and let it stir, and it had to no further, and it had to deter it from Nathan deterred, and it had to clean it up like some detergent. Yeah, you're not gonna deter me, man, you ain't even really got enough deterrent. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding with the waves, good currents, and good waves and rays and good dirt. Not no blue magic, no, not them waves on your head though. It's a lifeguard stabbing. Yeah, I peeped it though. There's blessings. They can't reach it though. With them, I wonder why you going ball right there though, man. How you got that shit in though, and then went back and forth to that motherfucker with that hot thing in there. You know what I'm saying? Now you need a whole wig. Damn, you thought you was doing it so big, huh? How they got you and that shit seeped into your brain though. And now you got wigs in the lace fronts like the gals do, huh? Why you got the fake beard talking about emasculating fools? And it's like, okay, well, you get extra emasculated if you gotta buy it, if you gotta prop it up yourself and inflate it, it had to be inflated. That's the male ego, so that's also toxic if they say it's shit. You know, not to say it's no toxic femininity. You ain't weak. Don't even play that shit with me. You don't need that much help. You know what I'm saying? Knock that shit off the shelf. Knock that shit off the play. You know what I'm saying? That weak shit is what they want you to pretend to be, what they want you to say. This is like pretend shit. A lot of shit is not optimal, and it was just examples. I'm not getting it all in my flow. That's just a sample of duality. It's a party where the platters is played all around the shit, and they serving it. And should I snack on some here? Okay, I peeped it. I don't like that one. That one tastes like shit. Let me try these. Yeah, I don't know. It tastes like something that needs some Febreze. The hors d'oeuvres that you serve became preferred. The duality, man, not really appealing to me. But I'm out, man. Bars at noon. 59, no. How I'm doing it too soon. I hope this shit don't even fuck up my little transfer, because that's the type of shit that's going around her. In this universal cosmic situation we in, it's all kind of bullshits that you can't explain unless you really peep them shits, and then it's very explainable. You know what I'm saying though? But how I came through with the danger flow. Now same way I'm coming out though. Yeah though, route though. Bars at noon 59, peace out, yo. Taking it back to the classic days where I looked out the window without the blazing, without the coffee. But I need some. So I'm about to go if I can really see some. Blessings. Thank you.